Ay. Y a gente, vamos a ver la estatua de Libertad, pero antes se está moviendo bien duro. Uy, 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 uy. Bueno, sé que voy ya mismo. Gente, miren todo eso. Vaya aquí abajo, por la estatua de la Libertad.
Venga, Pepe, vente acá. Quédate aquí, esta esquina, porque me dejan ahí.
Oh my god. Esto está brutal, brutal. ¡Uy, chupa atrás! ¡No estamos yendo!
Ay, el avión, graba para allá.
Mira todo, estamos moviendo de todo el edificio.
Okay, everyone, like I said, short and sweet tour, 45 minutes, best picture of Statue of Liberty. I believe I've done them all. This boat gets the closest, it is the quickest. However, in saying that, Captain is very generous in front of Lady Liberty. He will let you use one side of his boat, turn his boat around, let you use the other side of the boat before pulling away. I do believe at that point we are all sitting down relaxed with our cameras full of statues of Lady Liberty. Now, Captain just pulled away from the oldest neighborhood here in New York City, Battery Park. Everyone, this originally was New Amsterdam. As he makes his way up the Hudson River, he'll be taking us by one of the city's newest neighborhoods. There is a swimmer. It's got to be a swimmer or another shark attack here in the ocean. And when someone swims, you can see what has to be around them, just for warning of other boats and for the swimmer's security. Now, everyone, this one of the newest neighborhoods is Battery Park City, connected to Battery Park. This neighborhood never existed. If you were to walk in 2 streets, you'd fallen right into the Hudson River. Here we have One World Trade Center. It is our Freedom Tower, 1,776 feet high, after the year of our independence. I am told from its observatory deck on a clear day, quite the view. If you were to look to your left, the state of New Jersey. Look to your right, the state of Connecticut. It is Connecticut, New York, New Jersey that make up the tri-state area here in our states. Just in front of the Freedom Tower is where our twins once stood, and it was during the building of our twins that we took the earth out from underneath them and filled this neighborhood. Once this beautiful neighborhood was complete, no New Yorker would live here. This neighborhood sits empty for quite some time. It is not our first Manhattan neighborhood to do so. Our largest neighborhood, the neighborhood with the most parks, Harlem. Harlem sits empty 30 to 40 years. Never have I been in more enormous flats or more beautiful flats than in Harlem. I was 25 years old at this time, managing a restaurant living in the East Village. I turned the restaurant 24 hours, 7 days a week, very successfully, when this was the city that did not sleep. on 2 Ambien a night today. A very different city. But I thought, well, maybe I should buy. Somebody said, you get your battery Park City right now, for they cannot give the apartments away. I took 2 steps back. I said, but I'm a New Yorker. I want concrete, not the water. Everyone, we did not, New Yorkers, did not come to the waterfront other than have a smoke, look for a dead body in the East River. We did not come to our waterfront. If you were on this boat 25 years ago, you would see no green, not one tree. Only garbage and debris, maybe a body or 2. We did not come to the waterfront. Hudson River, everyone, this is no river at all. It is very much the Atlantic Ocean. It will carry us to central New York, to the state capital of Albany. It is there in Albany. It will then very much diminish, turn to fresh water, travel to the north tip of the state, emptying into the Adirondack Mountains. Tower 1. It is just here in the harbor. Robert De Niro hosts the Tribeca Film Festival. We notice just straight ahead a little shallow staircase. It is the staircase celebrities stand on for their photo ops. Just here in front of the staircase, the little white sailboats. This is where New Yorkers learn to sail. And behind our glass atrium, Winter Gardens, Tower 2. Now my mother and other people have said to me, you New Yorkers, you're cut from a different cloth. I think maybe this is what they mean by that. No New Yorker lives here until our twins come down. It is right after 9/11. The New York families flooded this neighborhood. Today, booming, vibrant neighborhood here in the city with no subway line running through it. This neighborhood contains everything the family needs within, in the very best of. Doctors, dentists, schools are amazing. Movie cinemas, libraries, restaurants, shopping. It's got it all. It is one of the 5 top neighborhoods in the 5 boroughs of New York to raise a child. Knowing the boroughs and the neighborhoods as I do, I would have to place this one at number 1. Just here under the silver roof, everyone, 2 ferries carry Manhattanites to New Jersey, New Jerseyans to Manhattan. Underneath the Hudson River, tunnels carry car traffic to and fro. We also have a PATH train. 1 stop out, oh much cheaper over there. California, the highest taxes, New York, second highest taxes, New Jersey, no tax at all. I've often wondered why people travel from all over the world to come to Manhattan to get on a bus to go to New Jersey. The Woodbury Common designer... Now for me, the iconic building here in the city always has been, I believe always will be, the Empire State Building here in the Empire State. When built, the world had never seen anything like this building. It was a modern marvel. I think what we take for granted today, they couldn't quite wrap their heads around. New Yorkers were petrified of the building. Too tall, New York said. No New Yorker would climb to the top. It was not until King Kong climbed to the top of the Empire State Building that New Yorkers said, well, Kong could bring his girl up, so can we, and have ever since. Visit the observatory deck today. You'll see the brand new King Kong exhibit. It is what it's all about. Everyone, there is one bridge here on the Hudson River. It is north of us. I could vaguely make out one of the 2 head points atop of the bridge. This bridge, George Washington, connects New Jersey, state of New Jersey, to Manhattan Island. It is this bridge Captain Scully uses that very frigid January morning to land his airplane here on the Hudson. I know Scully felt if he could center his plane between the 2 points of the bridge, hit the right speed at the center of the Hudson, where it is, it's very deep, perhaps he could glide his plane onto the Hudson as if it were a seaplane. He nails it. And once landed once landed, everyone, he made one call out. I'm in the 50s. We New Yorkers knew immediately his location, and it would be just here on the Hudson between West 50th, West 59th Street. Within a matter of minutes, 3 of the water boats, taxi one of them, meet the airplane, first removing all bodies from the water. For their time that morning, very limited. Then all survivors off of the wings onto this boat onto land. That airplane was then hauled down the Hudson River. It was brought into the New York harbor where it was intentionally sunk, for they knew not what to do with it. It sat at the bottom of the water for quite some time. Very unusual for us to go to the water, see such a large object under. Eventually they bring it up, they refurbish it, and because the flight's final destination, Charlotte, North Carolina, that plane sits there in a museum today. When Captain Scully's co-pilot was asked, was there anything you would have done differently? His response, yes, I would have landed her in July. Everyone, I was home that morning in front of the television under layers of blankets. Yes, I do have heat. It was just that frigid of a January morning. And I have to say, most Januaries, we New Yorkers are in t-shirts. We dine outside on our sidewalk cafes for lunch. However, not that January. It was brutally cold. State of New Jersey, everyone, it is a beautiful state. It is our garden state. I would meet my mother at the Jersey Shore every August for 30 years. I think it takes a few bad popes sharing the river with downtown Manhattan. However, they have also done up the shoreline, and I think they did a great job. It is New Jersey that once hosted the Colgate toothpaste factory. Although they no longer do, they did decide to keep the Colgate plot. No, not because it keeps time, for it does not, but rather it is the largest open-faced clock in North America. Who knows the #1 slice of pizza here in the city? Did you say Ray's? Very good slice. Ray's is a very good slice. It is Joe's. We Manhattanites vote hands down, everyone. Joe's Pizza #1. It is specifically buffalo de mozzarella with the sweet Sicilian sauce. We vote #1. As a Sicilian, all slices at Joe's, $3.75. West Village, East Village, Times Square. When you get off this boat, not even a 10-minute walk, South Street Seaport. So between Glass Tower 1, Glass Tower 7, you see sky. If our twins were still standing, you would not. Everyone just here, this is New Jersey's memorial for all New Jerseyans that perished the morning of 9/11. If you were to stand in front of the memorial, you'd be looking right over the Hudson directly at where our twins once stood. Between Glass Tower 1, Glass Tower 7, you'll see sky. If the twins were still standing, you would not. It is just here, everyone. This is a museum today, this building. However, during immigration, this building plays an important role. Now, I worked this story backwards, for it is the direction of the boat. I do believe by the end you get the full picture. If you were fortunate enough to make it through Ellis Island's inspection, you would have been given 2 choices. 1, you can move into the slums of Manhattan, or 2, you can go to the New Jersey train station, catch a train, for Grand Central had not yet opened. I know when my grandfather, Carlo Di Paoli, came from Rome, Italy, straight to the station, takes a train 4 hours upstate New York, little town called Utica, New York, where he himself continues to lay tracks for future trains coming through the country. And because of his choice, I was fortunate enough to grow up in a backyard. A yard that had a vegetable garden, grapevines, fruit trees, beautiful flowers surrounded the home. Had my grandfather chosen the slums, Little Italy, there would not have been room to plant not one tomato plant. In my research, 1900, staggering, the most populated spot on planet Earth. I mean, they were shoulder to shoulder. German, Jewish, Irish, Italian, working on Broadway in the sweatshops. City starts using tin for walls, not realizing on a hot day, tin activates heat, works just like an oven. Dressed in Victorian clothing, covered from neck to toe, they and their children bake like cakes, 10, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. They then would have walked home to the slums. They would have climbed 5 flights of stairs, opened a door to 2 rooms. In the 2 rooms, 8 to 12 people lived. No running water, no electricity, filthy dirty. It stunk. Children were naked on the streets with the cows, the pigs, the sheep, literally starving and dying of thirst. The water for the poor downtown, so undrinkable, animals would not drink it. I think the immigrants were in for quite a rude awakening. Where we left everyone, you may have noticed the red brick brown building, Fort Clinton. We used this as our first home immigration office. 1880s overflow of immigrants coming into the New York harbor. We moved to this island, built this beautiful building, also a museum today. Everyone, this is Ellis Island. It is just here in the back of the museum, the first patch of green trees, the wall. I'm often asked about the wall. Would have been like being a Hollywood movie star. The pennies get sent in, she gets erected. 305 feet tall, she was the color of a new, shiny penny. She is only 2 pennies thick. We knew she would oxidize, turn green. At this time, we start using the copper on the roofs of our buildings. 1883, tallest building west 72nd Street, the Dakota Building. First building to receive that copper roof. Now she is adorned with 7 thorns in her crown. They are for the 7 nations. Her left hand, she holds the Book of Law. Roman numerals, July 4th, 1776, engraved on its cover, the year of our independence. Her right hand extends high to the sky, holding her torch, for it is to enlighten. Her gown, Roman. It is a stola. It symbolizes democracy, which is the reason she was gifted. She stands on shackles, now broken, for she is Our Lady Liberty. Again, everyone, Captain's very generous here. I'm more than happy to take pictures of you and for you.
Vente acá, compadre, para que me mire. Venga, bájate un poquito, venga, bájate un poquito. No, pero que te vea la foto, mira para mí. Una ventilla. Vente, acomódense, vete, este lado conmigo. Para que estén todos. A ver. Amiga. Echa para allá que no te puedes, no te puedes.
Oye, paró el bote. Mira ese. Mira ese bote. Mira atrás.
Vente acá, por favor, un momento. Papi, back to me.
The stock exchange. In front of the stock exchange, the charging bull. Do you all know about the charging bull? Quite the pole downtown here, guys. We're a little taken back just how popular it is. However, it is New York tradition that you rub a part of the bull for good luck. Now, on behalf of the captain, crew, and myself, we'd like to thank you for choosing New York Water Taxi. Hope you enjoyed the tour, got a great shot of Lady Liberty. Tips are appreciated. However anyone writes reviews, a little review in this industry goes a long way. TripAdvisor, much appreciated. Damien, M-I-E-N. Enjoy New York, everyone. Thank you.
Yes.
New York deli, a deli sandwich. How's the food? Cats, filthy dirt and hole in the wall there too. You go right in, you're right back to it, they'll appreciate it. You'll get served right to the deli sandwich. The pastrami all the flavor in this town. However, it is a New York State bird.
Uy.
Once they go down, everyone, so can you.
Acabo de rompir un duro.
I'm going to go to the door first. Thank you for thumbs up.
¿Ya la podemos poner?
Sí, sí, párate. Me voy con papi.
Acá no, mami. Ahora una fotito. Voy. La mascarilla. Ada foto. Ahí está, esta es la foto.
Ay, el barco se va.
Ay, 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 gente.
Dame esa cosa para que te aguante.
¿Ah?
Dame eso para que te aguante.
¿Ahí puedo bajar?
Puede.
Vente, mami.
Ahora bajar lo más difícil.
¿Sí está bien? O aguanta a ver si...
Uy, está bajando. Thank you. Uy. Vamos, vamos. Thank you. Llegamos sanos y salvos. Llegamos, gente. Sigo grabando ahora, gente. Pero, gente, ya llegamos. Ahora vamos a ir para algo de un toro. Vamos a ver. Llegamos al toro. Miren cómo esto. Gente, acaba de pasar un Lamborghini por ahí. Pero no pude agarrar rápido el teléfono para grabar. Pero creo que era un huracán, si no me equivoco, con el manejado. Miren eso. Ahí todo el mundo se pone a dejar de la bola. he visto que aquí hay muchos hispanohablantes también. Mucha gente hispanohablante. He escuchado todo el mundo hablando español, que aunque no lo quieran, la mayoría aquí de Nueva York son hispanohablantes también, que está cool. Miren todo esto. Esta es la guagua de helado que se me antoja, bro. Ahí está mi papá. Este era mi papá. Esto, oh my god. Brutal. Sigo grabando ya mismo, gente.
¿Cuál es el toro de $1? ¿El toro de $1 cuál es?
No hay de peso, son de $3. No hay de peso, son esos que están ahí, pero no van a encontrar el toro que hay.
Ah, ok. ¿Cuánto quieres este?
¿Sí?
$3 2 por 5.
$3.
Por uno, 2 por 5.
Pues dame dos.
Esta gente, miren
¿Y
esto.
esta cuántos son?
Lo mismo, $3 2 por 5.
Mira, con permiso. Amigo, ¿cuál es esto? ¿Está promo? ¿Está promo? Ah, ok. Esta buena, pero ese para que le llegó
Ahí venden hot dog, pretzel, de todo. Venden pocos carritos.
¿Cuándo está el llaverito eso?
Ah, $3 2 por 5.
2 por 5 o 3.
Aquí venden, vi algo de sushi, pero a mí no me gusta el sushi. Uy, pesito.
Yo estoy de el de llavero.
Ahí está, le llevamos un recuerdo de Río.
¿Cuánto vale el otro?
Si mandaras dos, te salen a 2 por 5.
No, está bien. Brutal. Ay. Miren esto. Las patrullas son diferentes, fíjate. Y el sonido es bien diferente también. Cuando hacen pues su alarma típica, pero es bien diferente. Búsquenlo en YouTube y la alaban. Es bien diferente. Creo que hasta la bonita Boris, si no me equivoco, no sé de verdad. No sé mucho. Gente, esto es como las películas. Igualito, la gente así que van rápida. No sé, es todo bien random, de verdad. Tienes que venir para acá. Lo único que les digo es que sí que se camina mucho y siempre con paciencia, porque yo el primer día me frustré mucho. Pero sí está chévere, tienen que venir para acá. Sigo yo mismo. Gente, estamos aquí en la guagua de helado. Aquí está. Miren este helado que es rico. Oh my god. Este está bien bueno, está durito el chocolate. Está bueno. Bueno, gente, está llegando a la torre del atentado del 9/11. De la Torre Revela, si no me equivoco. Vamos a ver. Estoy bien fatigado, subimos un montón de escaleras. Vamos a ver. ¡Ay!
Ah, corre, mira. Mira cuando pasa la guagua, mira. Espera. El piso.
O así se sube. Ah, diatre. Tecnología.
Esa pendeja. Vamos para allá. ¿Mm? Ah, seguridad. Bajaron. Pasó la guagua. Esto aquí está bien protegido. ¿No?
Eso es una bola de tiempo.
Seguimos.
Coge tu bulto que yo no voy a cargar, ¿sabes?
Creemos que eso era el resto del edificio cuando hubo la explosión. Juntaron todo eso, creemos. No estoy seguro, el que sea, pero comente ahí abajo. De verdad que no sé, pero creemos que fue eso. Vamos a ver. Ah, un Tesla. Ahí está el Tesla. Sí, voy a ir. Llegamos, pero creo que está cerrado. Ahí está una torre gemela. Ahí es como un cuadradito. Pero creo que está cerrado. Wow, es que quieren estar para allá. Ah, pero mira, hay gente allá. Hay gente adentro. Hay que estar aquí de todos los nombres. O de los que pusieron. Brutal el pajito. Ahí estaban las dos torres. Ya, che. Está cerrado, entonces. Qué raro, este estaba abierto en público. Ahí estaba toda la torre para allá arriba. Qué brutal. Mira, un día. Mira el día. Ahí está el día y el camino. Ya, che. Mira ahí. Ahí están escritos los nombres de los que fallecieron.
Mira, ahí está la torre gemela.
Aquí estaba la torre gemela. Todo eso para allá arriba es la torre gemela. Creo que era más grande que ese edificio. Ya te paro. Ya sé. No se puede entrar, ¿no?
Tú ves que todo eso que está ahí escrito son los nombres de las personas.
Yo vi. Qué raro porque antes la gente iba.
Los nombres de las personas.
El recordatorio. En memoria de ellos. Fíjate, todo ese espacio, todo eso de aquí va a Torre Gemela. Pero qué raro porque antes iba la gente ahí.
No, porque yo vine bien tarde otra vez. Con las 8 a 11.
Qué raro, de verdad. Yo quisiera entrar. Ahora hicieron como una fuente allá abajo. Ya, che. Brutal. Brutal.